welcome to the weekly most democratic show. And I'm sorry I'm super tired today. I've been working on the new subscriber service. It would have been already be done, but I added the tiers now since people like that they can easily upgrade and downgrade their tiers and everything. So that's coming back now with the paddle store. So that's great. But I'll try to finish it as soon as I can. And today we are gonna vote for the next free title. And I guess we could look at the last week's news first. So first of all, our Git servers got borked. Or well, they sort of like broke down and I had to move our... Thank you for the follow. I had to fix them, move them elsewhere. And also we had some DNS problems last week, well in the past week. But those are now fixed and we are now having own emails for like help at teknoparrot.com. So we will be adding some email addresses to the website because now people are bombarding sometimes the corporate email and that's not very good for anything since we don't offer help that way. We have the live chat. But now we will also have the help email soon. So then first news we have here is Retrobot, French open source project. They have been bypassing our consent screen since August 2024 by just writing has read policies into the so I can show you what I mean. So go to games and Teknoparrot and then I'll delete the parrot data here. So if I delete it and then I start Teknoparrot. It says that Teknoparrot UI collects usage data to be improved the software. By continuing, you agree to our privacy policy. And because of GDPR, which is a law in European Union, if we have any like registration data or anything at all, you must have this visible for the user for the first time or it's illegal. So they had been patching like this directly that you never accepted this. So that was a bit problematic. And there is also the privacy policy and terms of use also as well. So terms of use, and now that I have accepted, then I am able to use Teknoparrot. So we made a post about it because of this crazy law. You have to document everything, and if you document it publicly, you are more protected. So we did it publicly. We released this press release or whatever tweet this is and explained the situations the best we can. Because like Meta got fined 390 million for consent violations. And yeah, anyways. And then there was like comments like you could have contacted us directly, but if we would have stayed silent about this and this became a problem later, we would have been in big trouble, so we had to make a press release. And so these people don't understand, I guess, the GDPR law, so they are just like complaining here. And this is one also, that's bullshit. You are using VM Protect, a Russian-based DRM. GDPR restrict data transfer to countries without accredited protection law. So first of all, we host our own VM Protect server. There is no connection to Russia at all. I don't know if it's even possible, but there is nothing like that going on. And I also asked like a statement from our lawyer, so I just have to... There is some problem now with this machine. God damn it. I can't get Telegram open. If I press like the... Okay, now it opened. So he gave this statement here. Ciao Nico, based on the information provided, the use of VM Protect does not constitute a violation of the GDPR. The software operates solely as a code protection and licensing mechanism and does not involve one processing or transfer of personal data to third countries, including Russia. Furthermore, the fact that your organization self-hosts the licensing infrastructure and does not rely on VM Protect Corporation servers is a material factor. It confirms that no personal data is transmitted outside the European Economic Area, and therefore the provisions of Chapter 5 of the GDPR concerning international data transfer are not triggered. At present, there appears to be no GDPR compliant risk arising from your current implementation, nor is any immediate corrective action required. As a matter of good practice, we recommend documenting this assessment and monitoring any future software updates that could introduce telemetry or external communications functionalities. So there is it for you. Anyways, then after we released this press conference, and I guess press release, sorry. I guess Retrobot understood that everything and maybe consulted someone, and then they just modified their code and then I explained further here why we had to do the public release. And that this is better for everyone. And there's even somebody commenting here. Love you both. I work in cybersecurity and the GDPR industry, and it's no joke. Yes. But that's how you solve matters. You are respectful to each other and everything will work out just fine. I could have written some crazy update. Oh, Retrobot is evil and blah blah blah. But what does it like achieve? We should all just work together and be friends. Then we finally, when we got the Git working after like 4-5 days or something, we unlocked the House of the Dead SP Elfloader 2 version. So as you voted in the last episode, that happened a little bit late, but we have to move all the files and everything. But now it's working. Then I did some profile updates, and we were fixing this compilation stuff on this Elfloader 2. Since we started compiling Play and Dolphin, we needed to update the CMake, and the new CMake update broke like Elfloader 2 compilation. But we are, I don't know if we're still working on it or if it was resolved. I'm not sure. I need to check. Then DNS had some problems, like I said earlier, so basically you couldn't access Teknoparrot.com or the game servers, but it was fixed in matter of hours. And then Golden Tea Live, there is a typo here, it's 2014. And now you don't even need to fix the databases yourself, there is automatic fixing it for you, so that's cool. And very excellent feature. You can just have the database and run it. and everything works fine. And then Poki even added SD mode for NXL1 titles, which is cool. And then Poki did update on Play Emulator, so the System 246 and 256 games run even better now. Even more higher FPS, so if you haven't tested the latest update, please do that. And then updated some Git modules. Then there was a fix on Golden Tee 2014, so you can now run it with 4K without crashes. And now Hot Wheels got force feedback and lamps. Mighty Mike is back. So that's very cool. And then #1 show video game Esoterica made a video about Teknoparrot. Let's see what this is saying. It will be $5.99 soon, I think, in dollars. No more $6 with the new shop. And with the upgrade and downgrade.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Game Esoterica. I got a fun and exciting episode for you guys today because it is a follow-up to Monday's video on Play Emulation being added into Teknoparrot, because over the last week you've gotten a lot of improvements to the emulator. There's even been an update since that first Monday video. What I'm going to do today is go over how to get this all set up, because trust me, it is a little bit tricky and it's completely different than basically any other game on Teknoparrot in part, and I know a lot of people have been having issues actually getting this to run, so that's what I'm going to do today. Before we get too far involved though, do me a huge favor down below, hit like and subscribe and ring that notification bell, definitely helps us out. And if you feel so inclined and want to support the channel, we got a Patreon link down below as well. And if you get completely stuck, don't forget I have the Emulation Night School tier on Patreon where you get custom support via chat with me, but if you just pay attention to the tutorial, I'll basically take money out of my own pocket because you won't need me whatsoever. But honestly, Namco 246 and variant emulation support in Teknoparrot is a ton of fun, and it does make it that much easier to actually play the games. Now do be aware that this emulation isn't complete yet. Some games are going to run near to perfectly, other games are going to have some graphical glitches or some hitching going on, so this is not finalized work. It is just taking an emulator that can be very tricky to use and wrapping it up in the Teknoparrot front end and back end, so you're going to be able to get games running quicker, you're going to be able to enable the controls and bind anything you want a lot easier, and you just basically have all the quality of life comforts and features that something like Teknoparrot brings to the table. And honestly, because there are some decent arcade exclusives on the Namco 246 and variants as well, you're going to get a lot of games that you just can't pop into your PlayStation 2. Something like Long and Midnight Tune here on Play Emulation is so much fun, and it is basically where this franchise kind of gets its start, so it's going to be a ton of fun to play here once we actually get it set up on your system. So just make sure you don't skip around. I want you to succeed.
Okay, well, I will skip around.
So if we take a look at the Documents folder, this is where a lot of the Play Emulation I have actually be the CHD be correct, and then it'll for soundtrack create the aim. Good. Now this little bit of white haze right here has been fixed up in an update to Teknoparrot after I actually captured this footage. That's how quickly everything is moving. And if your aim is a little bit off like mine is here, just go ahead and go back into that test menu and calibrate it again. But let's get a fighting game bound controller wise and installed. I'm going to go over this whole folder structure one more time, because 99 if you skipped ahead and didn't watch this video.
Look at how good the performance is now. It's so magical. Okay, anyways, thank you for the video. Let's also like this. And then Fast and Furious Supercars received lamp emulation, so that's cool. And now we are also on X, so I'm also streaming on X. So that's it, and also there were updates on the GitHub for the Teknoparrot Play branch, I guess. Let's see. And I have been so happy to see that many people have like done forks of this. Where is it? Oh. I'm confused. Oh yeah, right. Sorry. So people have been making the profiles for Teknoparrot UI for the games that we haven't added yet because we've been busy. Like I have been busy with this website. But here people have been working on Ace Driver 3 and the Cobra game and some other stuff. So we'll take those in at some point. So we can have more games running. Alright, so let's now check our guests. If we have guests. We have the council member himself. Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Bit tired here, but very good, very good. How are you?
I'm so tired. I literally just woke up like 20 minutes ago.
Oh shit.
I don't know what it is with me this like past couple of weeks. I'm just not doing too hot, I guess. It's literally been raining the whole time too. That might have something to do with it.
Yeah, it sucks. It's supposed to be summer and it's raining here as well all the time, every day.
Like what's crazy is it hadn't rained here since the hurricanes last year, pretty much. Like we got hit by like 3 major hurricanes over a 3-month period, and then it did a lot of damage to my house. And then literally it was like a drought for like close to 6 months. And then my mom came here for like a week, and then after she left, it just has rained every single day since she's left. It's nuts.
Yeah. The link for the StreamYard is like in the oh yeah, I should put the link there, sorry.
I've posted it multiple times for everybody already. I don't know if it's not I don't know if it's me or maybe links don't show up. I mean, that's the same link that I posted earlier.
Yeah, probably links don't show up.
Yeah, I'm turning it up. I'm about to get some dabs going. Just like I said, I just woke up. I haven't even hit one yet. How was your week, Reaver?
Yeah, it has been. I've been just very busy and sleeping irregular hours working on the shop.
Yeah, I went to sleep at like 5 this morning, and then I woke up at 9:30, and then I think I went back to sleep at like 11:30.
Hello.
Hello.
Here I am.
Uh, uh, Let me guess. There is a new game supported.
No, it's free
Oh,
game week.
and what about the Shihiro emulation?
I haven't had time. I'm working on the site.
But the bot says that there is a Shihiro implementation.
No, there is just branch created, but nothing is done yet.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Diego wants us to work faster.
Well, I'm sure they'll get to it. They just wanted some ideas on what to work on next. But Reaver, I had a question. I have a lot of requests lately for Model 2 and Model 3. Is it possible to add that or no?
What? Diego, can you put the music down? What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know if you heard my question. My question was, I've had a lot of people ask me about Model 2 and Model 3 being added to Teknoparrot recently.
But doesn't it have like its own launcher or something like that?
I think most people run it off Supermodel, and then they just added it to MAME recently.
But what is the best emulator for Supermodel? I mean for Model 2.
For Model 2 stuff or Model, I can't remember. I've been using Supermodel. I don't remember what the other one is. Excuse me. I gotta look him up. I don't even remember. I don't keep track of it, to be honest with you. I usually ran it through Batacera before that, and I just redid my whole computer, so everything's missing. Let me see what I got. What does Model 2 run after? I think it's just
Can you please contact with? But we need Teknoparrot emulation with Model 2 emulator.
But Model 2 emulator exists already. You want me to fork Model 2 emulator to
Yeah,
Teknoparrot
but
UI?
it's a
What is the Model 2?
for because
Acuérdate que la comida de Pucci
That.
está en la refri.
I don't even know personally. I know I just run it off a command prompt. So I don't even. I'd have to look into it. Most of the time, I just have about a Sierra PC hooked up to run it with.
Mitä?
Lo que hay, supuestamente.
you can take River, you can create a fork of Model 2 emulator with improvements. For example, some games like Dynamic Cop has some graphic issues in Model 2 emulator, especially with the characters, because in some cutscenes the character the faces are corrupted.
Well, I don't know anything about that. We shouldn't work on
But
too many things at the same time.
Yeah, maybe save it for another time. Let's get the Chihiro stuff
Ah,
going first.
porque
yeah,
después
but
That's just an
I know,
idea.
but
I
I
was just
know.
curious. Is it possible? That's just the main question. Is it
Yeah,
yes
it
or
is.
no?
Yeah,
Is
of
it
course
possible?
it is possible, but
Okay, all right.
I
That's
guess
good.
I noticed that the song "Revenge" for the House of the Dead one for Model 2 emulate for Model 2 is doesn't sound the same as the model of the soundtrack or in-game hardware in real hardware,
What's the difference?
especially yeah.
yeah.
No, people.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
I
No, es
don't
que
know.
se
He's
está yendo
going
el
through
internet.
it. Damn, I'm tired.
Okay, I will now pull
But
up.
I noticed in the last version of MAME, the character models in the character the character faces are not corrupted in MAME. Only in Model 2 emulator is problem happens, but in MAME not. I test the game I test Dynamic Cop in MAME and the character faces are not bugged.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a problem that happened on Model 2 emulator, but not in MAME.
What's up, Quimby?
Hi, Jeff Day. I'm assuming you had a weather-wise but bad 4th of July.
Oh yeah, happy
Yeah,
Independence Day to
just
everybody.
yesterday is 4th of July.
Well, yeah, yesterday was, but it's still
It's
Independence
yesterday,
Day
yes.
weekend here, as far as I'm concerned.
Runs through the 4th and the 5th, but yes, 4th.
Party never stops.
Why there's no new dumps here? I noticed that there's no new dumps in internet. There are no new dumps of arcade games.
Because they don't make that many arcade games anymore.
Yeah, Diego, you need to dump the games.
Yeah, you gotta buy some, man. Start spending that fortune.
For example,
Don't
there is.
dump, it's illegal.
I noticed that a user has a private dump of Mario Kart Arcade GP DX 1 USA version 1. Try to contact you, River.
Okay, I haven't had any messages. Okay, let's now do the
The
nice guitar,
user
Diego. Ti, 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 ti. Okay, let's do the
of
rolling
Mario
now
Kart
for the...
Arcade GP DX.
So let's take the games now. First one
Se trabó.
is to free up is Ghostbusters.
That's a good one.
Wow, what's the next one? Mobile Suit Gundam Bonds of Battlefield. blocking ball shooter. And the last one is Sonic Blast Heroes. Okay, let's have a
Who's gonna
poll.
win this one? Ghostbusters for the win, guys. Who you gonna call?
Are you sure you don't want to veto?
I like Ghostbusters. Well, let's vote and see. Then I'll decide whether we vote.
Okay, let's have a 2-minute vote, guys.
Something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! That was quick.
You are drunk
You
with
play
power.
free, then you better go vote. What you gonna play? Ghostbusters!
River.
I'm free, no
River.
Yes, Diego.
The user is called Japay. Japay has a private dump of Mario Kart Arcade GP DX USA
Japay
version,
is
latest
He
version.
didn't say he had a dump.
I don't
How do
have
you know
no
he has a
dump. Somebody else has a dump, not me. I don't even
The
have
Japay.
No, I don't have it. Somebody else was asking me
He
to
is
ask.
Japay.
I am Jappy. It's actually pronounced Japai, as in Jap Hihachi or Jap I like to get high.
Japay.
Like Hihachi, like the Japanese. Because my full name used to be Japai God on there, but it's just Japai on here. Because like I used to be the god of Hihachi because nobody's ever beaten me as Hihachi when I play Tekken. Like I'm undefeated.
Do you know Bab from Bubble Bobble?
Yes.
I noticed that Bob is gonna get a new game called Bubble Bobble Sugar Dungeon.
Yeah, I've seen it. I watched the director.
Okay, I guess Ghostbusters it is. So 28 votes for
Why in English?
Ghostbusters.
38 votes. Wow. Damn.
And I
Probably a
noticed
Rock
that
Girls
in
title, that's
Spanish.
why.
I'm in Spanish.
People
Bob
love the
is
Rock
called
Girls.
Boop.
It's called Boop.
Yeah, Bob is called Boop in Spanish.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's funny.
So
Many
what's really
people watch the show, but they don't register on Kick, so they can't even vote. So in YouTube we used to have more votes, but everyone has a YouTube account. So
Well, eventually they'll migrate the Kick when they find out that's where the cool kids are.
yeah.
I'm not gonna issue a veto, obviously.
How many? Which Chief Kimby? Which episode this was in a row for you? I think the third one.
Chip R, why did you want me to veto Ghostbusters when I said I want to play Ghostbusters for free? Not that I want to play Ghostbusters for free. I mean, I pay for my subscription, but then I don't have to have a subscription on multiple computers.
We should give Japay like 10 cereals or something.
I get to be an honorary free member. I'm joking. Now I love watching that charge hit my account every month.
Why Nintendo creates a Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct? It's not necessary a Nintendo Direct for Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's not necessary a Nintendo Direct focus on Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Okay, let's next take out the people who will win the keys. So just a moment. I'm just like
It's not fair. I want a Nintendo Direct in this June.
It's
I mean,
already June is past. There's gonna be a Nintendo Direct like next week or so, so just relax. Then they're gonna announce the date for Metroid Prime 4. But they're not gonna
Yeah,
do
we
it
need
fast.
we need a release date for Metroid Prime 4.
It's September.
What?
The game is coming out
Okay,
September.
let's roll the 10 lucky winners for the uh, free cereals.
I refuse to use my veto today. I have a set list of games in my mind.
Okay, let's go, let's go. We can have the guests in the background. The first winner is Abenet. Congratulations and blessings. And the next winners, okay, we can have Diego's music in the background. SCS 316, congratulations and blessings. Then we have Deceptor, congratulations and blessings. And 7 more winners. Tyrus 82, congratulations and blessings. And then we have 6 more. J Broom, winner again. He's never subscribing, he wins every time. 5 more lucky winners, let's go. Sladen 2019 also regular winner. 4 more. Nick 271084, congratulations and blessings. Okay, 3 more winners. Chalon Cola 2006, congratulations and blessings. And 2 more. Just 2 left. UK Expat 71, and now for the last mega winner. And soon we have a campaign coming up when we launch the new site, and we are also now getting a marketing team to market Teknoparrot. Okay, Pachuca, congratulations and blessings for you. And of course you didn't see anything. Nice. Well, anyways, I'm so tired. Here are the winners. Congratulations to all the winners here. Oh well, I guess we'll take one more for the heck of it. Hexed
Are you-
123, congratulations. And
Are you
blessings.
able to monetize now?
You mean kick?
Yeah.
No. Need a lot more stuff. Okay,
What more do you have to do? Before you said you had to stream like another 30.
Yeah, we need to stream like, let's see how many hours more is it. Here I have the kick dashboard. Like 20 minutes more.
We're getting close.
Yeah, I'm gonna give out the keys real fast now, just a moment. So, Abenet, where is Abenet? Then we had SCSA.
Are you working on any new games for next week?
I'm not, because I'm still working on the site. Deceptor, Tyrus.
Are you getting ready for your move?
Yeah, that too, and my wedding. So I'm quite busy. But it will work out fine, I hope.
Oh, I didn't know you were getting married. Congratulations.
Yeah, I got like civil married, but then we are getting married in like Vatican, so it's a huge hassle to like arrange everything, and
Yeah, I've been engaged for a few years now, but I don't know when I'm getting married. We don't have a
You should marry immediately. Okay, the cereals are now dispersed for the people who participated in the draw.
probably when I find my new house after that.
No, ¿qué camino tomaron?
What? What's up, Diego?
He froze again. Alright, well I guess this week's show is only 40 minutes long.
Appreciate you having us on. Thank
Yes,
you. Weaver.
thank you. I'll hope next week we have the new shop running and everything. And I was waiting for that one guy who always spams our GitHubs to come to the show, but he again chickened out, so that sucks.
You guys are gonna take a look at the Chihira stuff sometime soon. I know you said you've been busy. But
Yeah, I forked it already, but I haven't had time to because I'm working day and night on the site. It's a huge task because with Paddle you have to do all the functionality if people upgrade and downgrade, and if they buy a new license, what happens then if they cancel a license. It's not like with Shopify where people just buy and then I have a code that gets the new buyers and sends the keys out. So it's much more complicated.
yeah, that's
River,
more work involved with Paddle.
Yes, Diego.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay, Diego.
And one, okay, it's about the card saving. I noticed that some games we need card save. For example, I noticed that the Gundam Bones of Battlefield needs card saving.
Yeah, maybe if you had voted for it, maybe we would have worked on it more. But
And why arcade for why Japanese arcade games has card saving?
why not?
So Japanese people can resume where they're playing at or keep their data. So
Yeah,
they
it's
like
nice.
building up the profile. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
how I had a Neo Geo MDS. And
But
it takes
but
every-
most of
you can do
but
it now.
most
But what?
God.
Diego, are you glitching in the brain?
It's my internet.
Oh no. You were saying, but what about the card saving? What about it?
Show us outside of the
I
window. Show us outside of the window, Diego.
I
sounds-
noticed that card saving.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. I noticed that, but most of their cards, most of the Japanese arcade game with card saving use internet connection for save your progress.
Yes.
Yeah, because they share
So
that
you
data.
so you can have it in any arcade center in Japan.
Yeah, like Nessica X Live uplinks all the scores, so when you're playing for a score, not just locally, but throughout their network.
Yeah, but the network, but some games some games has the network connection disabled. And why there are games that has the internet connection disabled?
Like what games?
It'd be a developer decision.
For example, in some games there are Japanese arcade games that are no longer available. Because of when the servers of the arcade games, when a server of an arcade game Japanese shut down, is that not only you can play online, also you can use card saving when the server shut down.
Yes, sometimes they make offline patches. Yes, that's
Yeah, because
correct.
it's local network version. It's like, okay, so you don't have to have it connected to the internet for it to still implement the data. It's when you want to share the data
Some
over the network.
but some of the arcade games some of the games that have in Teknoparrot has the server shut down.
Yes,
That's because those
For
games are
example,
no longer publicly operated, or that they haven't
for
implemented those
example,
network.
Pokken Tournament has the server. I noticed that in the website that says that you're gonna create custom network servers for the shutdown games.
yes, well, like we have made for Chrono Regalia and Vanga Midnight 6 RR and Initial D the arcade and yes.
But we need custom servers for the other shutdown games like the Pokken Tournament or Tekken 7. But on Tekken 7.
But with Pokken Tournament you cannot use it because it needs web UI and the original web UI is no longer exists.
But you
Yeah,
can create a custom web UI.
well we can ask for Pokewitch. Yeah, Chrono Regalia works fine. You can even play it with like multiplayer. How can people not know that Chrono
Yeah.
Regalia is completely online emulated?
And we need custom server for Sega Ring H2 Japanese games. Custom server,
Like what
custom
games?
network server for
What games?
all the Japanese Sega. For example, I'm gonna show you a game I want to play with the Border Breaker Scramble.
Oh yeah, we have very advanced emulation on Border Break, but it was never finished.
All right, you know, you like how you had an issue with doing the online for dirty driving. Somebody says that when you want to implement the LAN on dirty driving, that it has to both systems have to be set in test mode in order for them to connect. So that might be what's the problem when you guys try to implement.
I guess so. I need to check that out later. That's a good point.
So if that's the issue with that particular game, then you're having other issues with Teknoparrot online with that, then it might just be that it has to be implemented in a different way. They said you have to be on the network test mode in order to get
River,
Yes, Diego. What's up, Diego?
we need network customs. We need custom network servers for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, you mean? But who would play that game? It's like I used like I don't know how many tens or hundreds of hours on Diego. It's too loud, the radio. So I did like I don't know 100 hours or even more on Cyber Diver, and then nobody plays the game. So so there is no point in working on this game.
Cover like modern racing games, and I would cover like fighting games mostly for online networking, or like special exceptions depending on like how popular the game is. So like a game that you would go into an arcade and you would see multiple people playing it at once, and that's a game I would definitely recommend.
Yeah, like Gundam. We should do the new Gundam, but we haven't had time for that yet.
Gundam or the cruising game, or like anything that like people actually play, like Daytona. I don't know if Daytona Circuit Edition is supported online, but I always see a ton of people playing that whenever I go to the arcade.
I noticed that the game Mars Sordi is unplayable on Teknoparrot. It doesn't start.
Well, nobody has told us that. Is it your PC again?
But please, no. Everyone has problems with Mars Sordi on Teknoparrot.
Okay. Everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Having problems with what?
Mars Sortien. Why can't I get my own
Uh,
screen?
Oh, Mars 40th. All right. I don't even know what the hell that is.
We are
It's an
almost
arcade shooter
full.
by a.
We are almost at 5 hours. Then we can apply for creatorship.
It should be pretty close. We need like what, 10 more minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Not even 10 minutes, like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Where are you, Diego, now?
In a restaurant.
Restaurant.
In what country?
Yeah,
What country are you in right now?
I don't know. I don't see the name.
Wait, you don't even know what country you are in?
In Costa Rica.
I was about to say.
It's called Chili Bombas Restaurant.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Are you with your family?
Estaba en una conferencia con un amigo en Finlandia.
Finlandia.
Habla inglés.
Yeah.
Estimado, ¿tiene el light, Imperial Light? Imperial
Did they tell others that you are in conference with to Finland?
Tell your
Uno en vidrio y las demás serían en la.
Yeah, almost 0.1 now.
Oh hell yeah, dude! You're like 2 minutes away.
Come on, refresh.
Is it update in real time?
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
gotta refresh it.
Yeah, I need to refresh it.
He's got that F5 going. That's me when I'm trying to buy something online, waiting for it to come in stock.
Why some arcade games are screenless?
What?
What do you mean? Why do some
For
games
example,
have screens?
doesn't have screen. For example, there's a game, a bubble game called Baburun Ataku. That translates to Bablen Attack. This game is screenless because it's a whack-a-mole game.
Yeah, we got 5 hours full.
Almost there. 1 minute to
We
go.
are there now. Look.
Because they need physical games. People like games without screens. Like, people have been playing arcade games since the 1930s.
Chief Kimby is back again.
Sorry,
So you
I
can
go
create
somewhere.
simulator.
Columbia
Okay.
always looks like he's locked up in jail with a brick background.
No, I don't like to show off where I am. I don't get how his parents are not like Diego's parents are not like, buddy, who are you talking to? Like who? Because if I'm without someone, they're like, what's going on? Do they not care?
They told the other people in Diego's phone that he's talking with Finnish people or something like that. If you can
Wait,
understand
how
some
did they know you're
Spanish.
Finnish? How would you know you're...
If Diego told them that he's a great leader in this.
He's the leader of the free world.
Habla solo inglés.
In Diego,
No,
the
no,
trust.
Ah, bueno, cualquier cosa usted.
no.
Then why not
Celebrate
repeat it?
Independence Day. Now on July 5th will now be known as Diego Day.
Did you celebrate the 4th of July?
Yes.
Did you shoot guns like real Americans?
No,
We
'cause
shot down fireworks and we did all that.
they got one of those things they put up like a block from my house that'll call the police automatically if you shoot a gun. I live in a
When I was very
dystopian
happy
city.
for I know Japan Diego. You can I started to say it, but suck ass for golden tea. Sorry. So yeah. No.
All right.
He's gonna say on his tombstone, he's gonna say, "Here lies Chief Quimby. I stand for golden tea."
I'm telling you, somehow you don't like the idea of rolling a trackball and being so family friendly and so competitive, where you scream and curse out at each other. How do you not?
I love it. I like anything that's competitive. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not good at it. I'm not a big fan of it. But I do like the concept of it. I'm not a hater like to that point. I'm just not a personal fan. I play Japanese shooter and fighting games. In fact, I'm actually one of the highest. I have some of the highest scores.
Well, because you were in the industry for what, 30 plus 20 years in Chicago, dealing with all these companies who had offices.
I literally played the games before they came out a lot of times too. They used to send me beta copies of them and shit.
Do you know where all their Capcom and all them had their USA stuff headquarters?
Yeah, I
Were
have
they in
it all.
Chicago?
Yeah, I have everything that Capcom had left over. They literally sent me every last piece of hardware they had. Like, look, I have like their chips are like.
I'm gonna.
Yes.
River.
Here, where is this?
Yes, Diego.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay, Diego,
Okay,
have
goodbye.
fun. Blessings.
Yeah, they sent me all their prototype games. They sent me all their extra CPS2 boards. They sent me like chips. Like I've got the clips for the CPS2 boards.
Somebody
got, like,
had a good idea there, or whoever said it, that FFP Blaster for like outputs for these screenless games is what Diego meant. So you could basically build your own whack-a-mole machine.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We can make a Whack-a-Diego game.
You could always also spawn a window and have like animated things coming out and click on them or something like that.
The Teknoparrot should make their own arcade game. An exclusive game that you can't play anywhere else but in Teknoparrot.
What kind of genre should it be? Like beat 'em up or something? You
Like
would
an
beat the CEO of Taito and stuff who send us the DMCA letters and...
You created your own game for that other show of yours with you, the library game. Didn't you do that?
Yeah, no, I also made a real game a long time ago. Let's see, it's on Steam here.
We should make a game called Yakuza Must Die, where it's like a light gun game where we go through there like killing all the different Yakuza who run all the corporations that we love.
That's why I'm afraid to go to Japan now, because I'm afraid I will get assassinated as soon as I land on the country.
Oh yeah, the developers, they'll come right after you, the corporate executives and all that will come running through your face.
I'll talk to him for you. I'll make sure you don't get senpoku.
So
Somebody
do you still have
told
connections with all these Japanese executives that you've talked to when you've distributed these boards? Do you know the presidents and all that?
Some of them, not as many as I used to. I've actually been trying to get a hold of G-Rev, and I've been trying to get a hold of this other company that put out a Code Blue, but I can't get them to respond to me. So I'm gonna try to contact G-Rev on Twitter. I used to be able to get a hold of them through email. Same with Cave or Treasure, but Treasure hasn't worked. Cave hasn't really worked on anything since 2013, and I don't think Treasure's put out an arcade game since Ikaruga. So it's been like a long time since I've dealt with any of them. But every now and then I'll like hit up like Iuchi, who's the guy who's working on Ubasuna, which is the spiritual successor to Ikaruga. And I'll just hit him up and be like, hey, are you doing anything with this still? You announced this game back in fucking 2014. Like, every year I look for something showing like a sign of life. And then usually after I email him, harass him a little bit, he'll like put something up on like a public board or release something online or put out a video. He works for M2 now, so he does a lot of the support work for their 6800 emulation and whatnot like that. And so does Yagawa, who used to work for Rising and Cave.
Okay, Chief Kimby disappeared again. Okay, but if we don't have anything else for this week, then next week we try to push lot of stuff out again and finish those pull requests that the community has made in the GitHub and Thank you for everyone.
They really wanted me to veto Ghostbusters even though it got 28 votes. I don't get that. I don't understand why okay, all the other ones only had like 1 vote, right? But I've got like 5 people telling me to veto Ghostbusters. Why didn't y'all just vote? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
people, if you see around on Discord, everybody's like, why didn't you all leave me out on Discord? Like, I don't want to watch your show. Like, I don't want to vote. Like, you didn't tell me, blah, blah, blah.
Well, they're here in the chat on Kick, so they could have voted within the poll.
No, I'm just saying it's ever since the time that they pushed all the services and all the saving back without their consent, they didn't even notice since they were not in the stream.
I honestly wouldn't complain about Ghostbusters because it could have been a whole lot worse. And like they're literally like, oh, let's go and vote, and then it could have been 4 really crappy games that nobody really wanted.
Let's see, maybe it would have been like
I think I know what everybody really wants, but
They want The Walking Dead. That's what they want.
they
I think
want,
that's all.
maybe they want tipping blocks and Wheel of Fortune.
I know, like you don't want Deal or No Deal. Like, what's the problem with Ghostbusters? I love Ghostbusters. I know it's a short game and it's a ticket game in real life, but like, it's still fun to play. I enjoy it. It's a nice little gallery shooter. It's probably
I
like
think
one
people are
of
just like, I don't want to pay $6. They're cheap. They're cheap asses. They don't like.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me regardless, because like, it's whatever with me.
Somebody said they were complaining that why is there only a 1-hour window every week to vote, that putting it on Discord would give them longer time. But then they could gang up on it like, oh yeah, let's all vote for this.
I like the idea of putting everybody on the spot, because then, you know, then they got to make their impulsive vote, and then it's not really up for discussion, you know? Like at that point, it's like, if you want it, you want it. If you don't want it, you don't vote for it. And then you don't have time to sit there and like go back every week and be like, okay, let's check on how the vote went last week. Like,
and there would be no content now if we didn't have this show. There would be like less
it's a reason
interaction.
to tune in,
Yeah.
Like you tune in because there's going to be a live drawing of keys. There's going to be a live drawing on what game's going to be free, and they're going to tell you what's been updated and what we're adding. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it comes down to.
The economy is not going to get any cheaper anytime soon, so stop whining.
Yeah, and Teknoparrot is the best value in the world as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you'll go spend that on a couple games at Dave and Buster's. So
Yeah.
you guys complain about $6.
Telling vending machines, if you go in the vending machines, a bottle of Diet Coke or whatnot is still like 2 bottles is worth $6. That's how bad it is.
It's a value meal at McDonald's, man. Come on.
In Finland, you can't even get a Big Mac for $6.
That sucks. I just paid $7.50 the other day for a burger at Wendy's. It's like, what the hell? I think that's like the most I ever spent on a burger at a fast food restaurant. It's crazy.
All right, guys, but if we don't have anything else this week,
All right,
I
we're
will
good.
go to
Thanks,
sleep.
man.
Thank you.
We're good. Great show. Bye.
Bye. See you next Saturday.
See you next Saturday.
All right. Thank you, everyone, and see you next Saturday with much more updates and everything else. And let's see if we can even get subscribers now to the Teknoparrot show. Maybe I'll code some interface. If you're a subscriber to Teknoparrot show, you will get some special mark or something in the teknoparrot.com, and maybe even a free key. I think that would be a nice addition. Anyways, we have over 150 viewers. What the hell is going on? That's nice. All right, see you guys, and thank you for participation.